If you have watched the previous 3 episodes, you will have a good idea of what Paul is about now. Please take a look if you have not seen them. As of the 5th of July 2026, which is the production date of this video, he continues to make videos. On Saturday night, he posted a new video. After another trip to prowl around the area where the girl lives, he returns home disappointed.
Just got back from another fruitless journey over to Starport, and tonight though I was actually quite hopeful because you have been watching videos constantly now for the best part of about 12 hours. The last time there was a gap was this morning between 9 and 10, and you've been watching them more or less constantly all day until about now. Actually, you haven't watched anything now for about 50 minutes because you know I've just been over there. I don't know whether or not you actually can see me. I mean, I just drive past. I didn't stop today. I just drove past a couple of times, maybe 3 or 4 times actually, and then drove around the block and then gave up at about 8 or 9 minutes past 11 because you obviously weren't going to come.
Paul's imagination is working overtime again. He thinks that the girl has spent an entire Saturday watching videos very similar to this one. What is worse is that he thinks that this has been going on for 3 years.
I'm going to try and let my head rule my heart for a change. And I'm going to not do this again. I still think that you do want to come and see me. I do think that. But experience teaches me that you're probably not going to. But I'm not going to keep driving over there on the off chance that you finally come out and see me. It isn't much to ask for you to phone me. It really isn't.
Yet again, Paul claims that he will stop. It is actually a lot to ask for contact from someone who has rejected him person to person before involving other people to tell him to leave her alone and then having him jailed for stalking. Paul does not seem to understand this.
I'm going to assume that the likelihood is that you're probably never going to be able to come and see me, assuming that you actually want to. I think you do, but I think your fears are getting the better of you. Fears and worries and trust issues or whatever are getting the better of you. And you're never going to come and see me.
Rather than accept that this young woman does not want anything to do with him, he puts their lack of contact down to her fears and inability to face up to her own feelings.
And so my driving over there all the time, just because you've watched a few videos, is pointless. It is pointless. So I'm not going to do it anymore. I mean, I've tried all of these different ways of trying to entice you to come and see me, and I think you're tempted. I have no way of knowing which one is your favourite. I mean, it's not that long ago I was just trying to get you to come and have a cup of coffee with me, or come to that pub with me. And then I've been trying to get you to come here and not only watch a film with me, but spend the night with me.
A few of the things that Paul has used to try to tempt the girl include champagne, letting her know which song he has assigned to her as a ringtone in his phone, the fact that he has the Sky Movies channel, a trifle that he made, and various sexual suggestions including oral sex every day for 5 days.
I think we could work this out if we would just talk to me. In fact, I know we could. I'm good at solving problems, and I'm good to talk to. You like watching my videos after all. But that's nice and easy for you, isn't it? But I do have feelings, my darling. And every time you do this to me again, I get hurt that little bit more again.
Despite claiming to love the girl, he clearly never considers her feelings at all. It is pathetic how he talks about his feelings being hurt while totally disregarding how it must feel to have constant, unwanted advances from a man 40 years her senior who will not stop despite being jailed for it.
I still remember that time when you came, I referred to it the other day, when you came and told me to stop trying to contact you. I was trying to contact you because you'd gone from 1 minute saying that I was your best friend and being really nice to me when I told you how I had realised I felt about you. And then suddenly you wanted nothing to do with me. And I think you were upset by that, just as I was. I mean, it broke my heart. It ripped my heart apart. But as you were walking away from me, having said that to me, I saw you. You looked upset.
This was 3 years ago, and here he is still doing it. He clearly has no concept of why the situation was upsetting for the girl and thinks she was crying because she had to let him go because she couldn't handle her feelings for him.
I'm sure you do have some feelings for me. They're probably not as strong as the feelings I have for you, but then the feelings that I have for you are the strongest I've ever had in my life. And they're not going to go away. Regardless of what you say and do, I still love you just as much, my darling. Probably more so, actually. But I do have to accept that I'm probably never going to see you again. So, I suppose this is probably it. I don't want it to be, you know I don't. And I hope that at some point in the future, you can find it within you to phone me and come and talk to me. I think finally I'm going to be realistic about it. I'm going to let my head rule my heart and say, I don't want this to be goodbye, but let's face it, I haven't seen you in such a long time. We said goodbye to each other a couple of years ago. More than that, really. I love you, I do. And I always will.
After that pathetic monologue, Paul is back the very next day. It's almost unbelievable how useless and pathetic this man is.
I thought I'd make a quick video because, well, as you can see from all of the data behind me, you are watching lots of videos again. And were overnight as well.
Paul misinterprets the statistics yet again. He follows up with another video later in the evening.
Hi, it's Sunday evening, just coming around to 7 o'clock. I've been looking at my numbers. You've been watching lots of videos again. You're not going to call, are you? Or text? I can just tell. You're doing your usual and hoping that, as usual, I back down. If I do, and I come over there again tonight, do you promise to come and see me? As a minimum, just come and say hello, and whatever else you want to do, obviously. If you want to do the whole thing, then obviously, great. But at least come and say hello. Do you? Do you promise? Indicate your willingness over the next few hours. As I say, it's now 7 o'clock, and I will come over again. I can't promise not to get mad at you, though, if you don't come, because it's annoying. It's just a bloody phone call or a text message I want. So, either watch the videos or actually send me a text message or a phone call. And I'll come over tonight, 11 o'clock. I can't say fairer than that, can I?
He has clearly never thought how annoying it must be for a young woman to have a stalker. That is the end of another video. Please share this video with anyone you feel may be interested, and don't forget to join us for the next video. Thanks for watching. Let's keep an eye on Paul together.